can you open it up
Working
and
out
tell
from
me if
here.
the volume is good? Sometimes my voice is too loud or the in-game music is too loud or something.
Yep. I'll take it. So I believe they have to pause and figure out draft bands.
Yeah, that gives us time to set this up.
We're going Terran. What are you guys going?
Uh,
Well, it's
we
TVP.
are
Okay.
Protoss on Desert Christ.
Okay. Yeah, TVP. They should be doing first round picks, second round bands.
Yeah, if Protoss bans some good heroes, then they might actually have a chance.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like two equal teams, Terran will definitely win.
If I was Terran right now, I'd pick Viking first. My guess is they're gonna ban Siege Tank or Viking. You're gonna need to grab one of them.
I'd probably ban Viking and Siege Tank.
I don't think you have two bans in a row.
I'm guessing it's
So I
1,
think the
2, 1. Like one team bans one and another team bans two. Oh, first two heroes are picked. So that's probably Siege Tank and Viking.
Yep. Siege Tank, Viking. We're on Desert, right? I'm
Yep,
assuming.
TVP on
Yeah.
Desert.
Alright, well, we're not getting rid of the Siege Tank apparently, but Siege Tank Viking, they'll probably pick if I was Protoss afterwards. What would you ban? Would you ban Hellion, Predator, or Firebat? I'd probably ban Hellion or Firebat.
Did they say that they're picking Siege Tank and Viking?
Yeah, they have to say. I believe so. They should have to. That's usually how a draft goes. The whole point of this is basically so you can have counter picks, so you know kind of what they're going and you can try and adjust afterwards.
Right.
Makes it a little bit more transparent, and so it isn't a little bit more based on who picks the better composition, and it's more based on who plays better, essentially.
Dude, I would probably ban
Afterwards,
Ghost.
makes it a little bit more transparent than Ghost. Against Protoss, I mean, Protoss does have a tough time keeping up observers, so that is definitely a fucking money pit. You gotta invest into a bunch of observers, so that's not a bad ban as well.
If you think about it, if you ban Ghost, then that's like a few hundred minerals extra for each player.
Maybe. It means they might be forced into a Spectre or Banshee if they want to pursue that kind of play, but Banshee probably wouldn't recommend. Spectre is still a really good hero, so I don't know if that would completely solve the problem, in all honesty. Spectre might take a little while to get going, but it's got some damn good burst potential as soon as it's got its ult up and Yamato.
Yeah, I totally agree. They'd probably go Spectre if they wanted a cloak hero.
Yeah. I don't know if many people are very comfortable with playing Spectre, though, so they could easily push that off and just not expect anyone to pick Spectre.
But also for Ghost, aside from being cloaked, it also has insane burst damage, plus the nuke. It can nuke the Expo.
It does. It does,
really
especially, nuke on Expo. That's a really good point. It's definitely something that really propels them a little bit further in trying to get that Expo down and just helping to prolong that stalemate game.
So what's going on right now? Are we picking heroes or?
I think we're working on that. I think Terran took Tank as their first hero.
That doesn't surprise me. Tank is really good on Desert.
Yep. It's pretty typical. I mean, when you have a command card dropship that can bring you around and shoot within 15 range.
That's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good thing to do if you can do it.
Dude, honestly, if they don't ban Warhound, I would go Warhound. That hero is ridiculous as well.
Mm-hmm.
That should be an auto ban.
Really good Warhound. Lash played a really good Warhound last night or 2 nights ago.
I mean, yeah, the hero itself is like really good, but he did play to the best of his ability, so.
Oh, you calling him out now?
No, I'm saying he played it really well, but also the hero is broken.
Well, okay. So you're just mad, right?
Yeah, I'm like so mad.
You just
right
mad?
Now.
Just mad you couldn't get as many stats as me?
Oh my gosh. Like, the Warhound W burst down like 3 heroes. It was insane.
I heard, but wasn't it? Who was it on forums? Wasn't Sour Patch Kid on forums? You're saying he was really underpowered? Like, are you sure that he just wasn't playing it like well, and you just couldn't comprehend
No,
how well he was playing it? Are you sure? Are you sure?
It's definitely really good. Like the counter to its W is like dropping 30 mules. I figured that out yesterday in game. I was like, Splash is engaging in our critters where there's nothing to tank the procs from the W. So what can we do to stop that? And it's like I'll just drop like 30 mules. But it worked at the first, but then he started one-shotting all the mules and killing us still. It's ridiculous.
What was he using? Was he using his charge? Was he using his charge to kill him?
No, just his W, like spraying down all the mules. It's like 10 energy, and it
has AoE.
Yeah, and it has a really short cooldown, like 10 or 15 seconds.
Yep. Well, I mean, what did Nubbin say when he released him? Ooh, the most skill-intensive hero.
No, he said something like, luck is another form of skill, which, Nubbin, if you're watching, you're a fucking dumbass. Luck is like the opposite of skill.
Luck is a form of luck.
Yeah.
Please.
What the fuck?
You guys suck a dick nub. Yeah, I agree. I've always argued against that.
Even Splash thinks so. After the game, he's like, yeah, Warhound should probably be banned.
Oh god, I just watch him like dashing through cliffs and whatnot. I honestly, I just started laughing out loud. I'm like, oh right, you can do that. That's pretty ridiculous.
Dude, he can dash through stuns and like Colossus Q, and like it just like that dash is like it's higher priority than anything else.
Yep. Back to the picks. We have a tank picked, then a High Templar picked, then a Ghost and a Void Ray.
That's pretty standard.
Tank and Ghost and High Templar and Void Ray. Now, I believe they have some bans now, but they're already going to have to deal with Observer problems because Ghost is already out there, and Tank is out there, who just makes clearing off so much easier with his scan.
At this point,
25 energy.
Ban Viking.
Ban Viking would be a pretty solid choice, and what would you do after that? Would you go full-on Sky Toss? Would you throw in a Phoenix and a Carrier? Would you throw in only one of them?
Yeah,
maybe only throw in a Carrier? I think a Carrier would be really good if they don't have Viking. An Ares can counter that, but looks like they're going to ban Viking and Raven. Pretty solid choices.
Yeah, that's what I would probably do.
That's good. They actually might force Terran to go Ares for anti-air. They're banning Archon and DT. Good choices.
I don't think DT's that good versus tank. You can get scanned easily, plus sensory towers.
That's true. DT would have a little bit of a tough time, but honestly, a DT with Vortex and Stasis, he doesn't even need to get that close to the point that he's really in any danger, and he'll still have a big effect on the fight just to have that much crowd control.
Honestly, I'd probably go Preserver or Sentry and get Stasis. Stasis in combo with the Preserver or Sentry can do like just as much effect to the game as a DT.
Preserver seems to be somewhat underrated at this point in time, though. I don't know if many people are really comfortable playing it, so I probably personally wouldn't ban Preserver because I don't know many people who are willing to go it. It is definitely on the very same scale. I mean, it doesn't have Vortex, obviously, but it can grab Stasis really easily, and then has a lot of burst damage. So I do agree with you that it's a solid pick.
Colossus is good.
Yep, Colossus is always quite good, but I don't think it's much of a game changer. I think it's a solid supplement to a lot of compositions, but I don't think I'd personally choose it as a ban.
Yeah, we're just gonna Stalker and DZ try to outmaneuver the Terran.
Yeah, I might honestly, I probably would have banned Stalker or DZ, one of those two, just because of their mobility and their burst damage. I mean, having a Stalker harassment backdoor is one of the most painful things to deal with. So annoying. I mean, if you have to look for observers absolutely everywhere, or else he's going to be in your base attacking buildings. He's just going to be that constant harassment. It's an absolute pain to deal with. In DZ, again, I mean,
two sensory towers can cover your entire base for obs.
It can cover your base for obs, but I mean, they have to be spotted I believe they don't show up unless you are actually within vision range of them. They
Yeah,
don't show
that's
up
true.
on the sensor towers. They won't show up anywhere. So you have to find that vision range to see them in the first place. You
Looks
know
like
how
they
they
played
usually show like
Spectre.
little red dots? They
Yeah,
are grabbing Spectre. Spectre and Rotter. Spectre's a good choice. I really like the Spectre and Ghost choices against Protoss.
and that's just
And they
abusing
took
the
Immortal. Keep
uh,
going. What you saying?
I'm saying they're just really abusing Protoss's lack of really cost efficient uh, detection.
Protection.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, they really are. They did pick up Colossus, which I know you'll like. And Hellion. Hellion coming out as the last pick. That's going to be a pain to deal with. So essentially, team fights are going to be a little bit difficult for Protoss to deal with just because of vision, and they're also going to have a Hellion running around and blindsiding them. I'd say composition-wise, I'd give the edge to Terran at this point in time, but doesn't mean that Protoss isn't capable of pulling it off. If they stick together and they get some good team pushes going from 15 to 25 minutes, they'll definitely have a chance of taking down Expo and really putting some pressure on Terran.
yeah,
But
that's true.
they have to make those moves early. They have to make those moves early with the Hellion sticking around there.
I'm
They're gonna need
curious to
someone
see
who's
who they're gonna send mid.
yeah. I mean, Colossus is a safe choice. It's not a great choice though because a Fed Colossus can only do so much. My guess is they're sending Void Ray middle.
I think you might be right. I think Mustard Tiger's going Void Ray.
Yeah. Me personally, that's definitely what I'd go for. DA wasn't even involved in any of these conversations so far. HT, Void Ray, Immortal, Colossus. Apparently, they still have one more pick though.
That's
Me
true.
personally, would you still go for a DA in this possible lineup?
No, I wouldn't go DA versus a Siege tank. It's like
What about Zealot?
Zealot, probably not either with a Hellion. Hellion can clear the farms.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go Void
Do
Ray.
they But do they completely give up farms because there's Hellion on the field?
Well, they're gonna have to try to deny their farms, but I don't think like Hellion can just clear farms really quickly because of how fast it is. The flame trail.
But what if you're paying attention? I feel like you probably could save a good amount of your farms if you're just kind of keeping track and have an observer to over the bridges to see if they're coming, run them into a safe spot, maybe run them towards the expo.
That might
I
work.
feel like giving up farms right off the bat against Terran is usually a bad idea because if you have, I mean, you're facing Dom. Dom's going to be constant farming. It's so easy for them to put up. You have to have your own response.
I think their best strategy would be to just kill their expo because with the expo dead, it doesn't really matter how much they dom farm. Having your own expo is always better.
Gotcha. So you want them to focus on like the early 15 to 25, 15 to 30 minute push.
Yeah.
Really just trying to push the pressure on them, get to the point that Hellion isn't even that strong yet. You know, he's still probably trying to farm up a little bit. You know, he's not that effective until he can really get a lot of stats going on until his Yamato can really take viewers down in a heartbeat. That's reasonable. We'll see if they try and group up, grab power field early, and try and go for that early push. That's really what they're going to have to do at this point, I think.
Yeah, we have a really interesting lineup. We got the carrier in our lineup, and the carrier used to be played all the time in houses, but it's kind of fallen off now. I remember Titan always played the carrier.
Yep.
So I'm really curious to see how it's going to do in this game. I mean, it can outrange most heroes with the interceptors.
Mm-hmm.
So that can be a counter to tank middle if it's played correctly.
It can. I feel like early levels it might be a little bit difficult, but what I've seen from carrier, from carrier, its most effectiveness has usually been based around a DA. When I've seen carrier played at its best and most effective, it was just hang around a DA. Anyone tries to approach the DA, you had to dive. You literally couldn't even hesitate at all, because if you even got within like 10, 12 range, carrier was already attacking you. So you had to either dive in on the DA, try and take his army out while the carrier's attacking you the whole time, or you just had to stay out of 12 range. That's really when I saw carrier being the most annoying. Did you honestly just use your hotkeys even though you're not playing?
Muscle memory, man. Muscle
You want to
memory.
fight? I got 25 mineral item, and I'm a Thor. I'll take you.
Oh my god. Carrier's still on our beacon. Looks like he's just picking up some energy crystals or something.
There you go. You can still grab the 25 mineral item and still get to lane unless you're a Reaver.
That's true.
Pretty sure.
That's true.
But name off. What do you got in what lanes?
So we got Immortal top, Void Ray middle, of course. Looks like we got 2 crittering bot for some reason. Oh, Carrier's going top now. Colossus crittering bottom and High Templar landing bottom. What about you?
Okay, we got Ghost against your High Templar bottom. We have Tank against your Void Ray in middle. We have Marauder against your Immortal on top, which will be insanely boring. We have Hellion crittering small critters, and we have Spectre crittering Ursa critters. So I think the matchup to be watching is middle and bottom.
Yeah, High Templar versus Ghost. That's going to be really interesting.
High Templar versus Ghost should be a pretty good matchup. Top would be really boring. Friggin' tanks.
Yeah. I don't know, Captain Planet's trying to deny him.
Yeah, trying to, but I'm pretty sure they can go tit for tat on that pretty easily.
That's true.
I think Marauder straight up wins the 1v1 engagement, but if Immortal abuses his energy regen on shields, then he would eventually win that.
Yeah.
But the power is already capable.
Yeah.
Already capable of clearing. So that's gonna be a really big stalemate for a while. Tank's just gonna be kind of hanging out, getting his experience and whatnot. So probably watch bottom for a bit.
Tank could split the creep, but doesn't look like he's going for that. So he's just gonna one-shot like the entire wave.
Yeah. Matei actually went snipe first as Ghost, trying to put a little bit of pressure on that High Templar.
Honestly, I would go EMP first against an energy-intensive hero like the High Templar.
I would agree. Make him head back a little bit earlier. You know, you'll try and get him head back to the base before he has that 200 minerals for War Prism. Ace Master actually got poked really far down. He's already in red. He's not exactly getting denied, but he's definitely getting forced out of lane pretty quickly from that Immortal right now. He's
Captain
got 3...
He's hiding in the corner. Oh, he sees
Yeah.
him.
AIDS knew he was there, but he doesn't know what to do. I think he's actually going to get denied here.
He's gonna have to go back.
No, nothing he can do. Nothing he can do. Nice job by Captain Plan to seal him off.
Gonna take a bit of marine damage right now. It's nice focus fire.
Ooh. Yeah, no, he's got those four barrels there. He just needs to use them. If he dropped all of those on top of Immortal, he might actually get a nice turnaround of events there.
Yeah, that's insane burst damage, those barrels, if you drop all 3 at the same time.
Exactly, all 4 even. Don't know how much money they do. He's got 6 piled up now, so I'm gonna wait to see if he comes up with a good snipe on top of the Immortal for those, or if he just uses those on Zealots. Hopefully not. It'll be more entertaining if he doesn't.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious what he's trying to do, though. Yeah, Captain Planet just straight up sees. I see the barrels. I mean, when your energy just goes down from doing nothing, you know something's up.
Yeah, no, he can't 1v1 Immortal right now.
You guys got
Just
your
that
Expo
regen.
up, which is good.
Can't do it. Yeah, we got Expo up. It's halfway done. You guys still seem to be slacking on that right now.
Yeah, I don't even think they decided who's getting the Expo.
Yeah. Matei, honestly, he did start going EMP. He actually just got a really nice EMP on top of that High Templar. Brought him down to like a third of his energy right off the bat.
That's very nice.
Well done by him, trying to focus him down.
Are those barrels still their top?
Barrels are still their top. There is 7 of them now. Actually 8, but 7 on our side of the bridge, 1 on your side of the bridge.
Honestly,
I'd love to see Dom. I'd love to see Dom coming out of AIDS right now. See if he can kite him. Oh, he doesn't fall for it. If he crosses onto that half of the bridge, AIDS should be able to take him out. I just want to see if it ever happens.
If Captain Planet just got an observer, like the past 5 minutes would have been wasted for AIDS.
Well, he just used them all.
Oh shit, he didn't even die.
And he didn't die. He's still in orange. So, that was a waste. Didn't get anything out of that, but it was a nice try. It was just sad that he saw it coming.
It's also like a whole level and a half higher. Wow, he's gonna get that kill. Very nice.
Wow.
Those Ancient Immortals are really good if you're the only target inside those, then they'll all shoot at you.
Definitely. Don't think AIDS Master saw that one coming. You get poked down and he'll get killed.
I think all lanes are actually winning for topside. Thing is, we still don't have Expo.
Yeah. Anime as High Templar is doing a great job of focusing down that ghost. He actually got phase shift a little bit early, and is using that to his advantage. Using feedback with the additional phase shift gets that extra energy out of him, and also gets that extra damage on him.
That does extra bonus
too
damage
much.
to energy as well.
No, I think I misworded. I don't think it actually does extra damage. I believe it just, well, I don't think it saps extra energy, but he's just getting the context of doing extra damage.
Gotcha.
I mean, you're gonna be focusing down with feedback anyway, so with early game you're not expending that much energy. It makes a lot more sense to go phase shift as opposed to energy regen.
Mustard has probably like near 1,000 minerals, but he hasn't been back to the base, and he's not getting the expo, so I'm not sure what his plan is.
Mustard Tiger.
He's a Colossus. He's been crittering small critters.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like
fine.
he should grab the expo, otherwise the Protoss will just fall behind.
Ooh,
Tank
an
misses
ult
a
almost
ult.
unleashed on power, but power's gonna get out of there. Damn.
I think only half of that actually hit him, like not the whole burst.
Yeah, I agree. That was tight. He was kind of sitting over that valley right there, over the canyon, so a little bit tough to target that down there.
Pretty good strategy as an air hero.
Yeah,
Use
definitely
the
hanging
canyon.
over there. Definitely. Fire's doing pretty good at that.
I feel like if he went
Definitely
in for
making
the
the
kill
point that.
with Soul Drain and the full Q, he could kill that tank. Since he just used his ult.
Yeah, especially with the ult down, wouldn't be a half bad decision to go for it. But
Doesn't
seems
look
like High
it's gonna-
Templar is pushing against the Ghost. Ghost usually doesn't get pushed on, but hopefully we're gonna see these people crittering come out to play soon.
Yeah.
Maybe change the tides of a couple of these battles. I know Spectre is still
Enemies,
crittering over
bro.
here. Hellions starting to roam, so we'll see if anything happens there. They
Oh.
seem to be trying to go on bottom, but Anime's too quick.
Dude, you know how he saw that? He has an obs on your big crit and on the
There
bottom
you go.
side of the lane.
Very nice. That's a great job.
Yeah.
Knowing that 10 minutes is coming up, so people are probably going to be coming out to gank, getting that observer up to anticipate them coming. It's a good job.
I don't even think the Ghost went cloak. He just got those observers just to make sure he wouldn't get ganked.
Yep, definitely. It's a really smart decision.
Carrier joined the Immortal in lane.
Top lane definitely pushing pretty hard. Hellion's trying to help out a little bit, but he can't. Oh,
Wow.
he does kind of
Flame
get a
trail. It's really
kill. That seems kind of ridiculous, but apparently he got a kill out of it.
That flame trail does insane damage.
It really does. Throw down some tar and be like, you on fire, bitch? It's kind of ridiculous, but hey, it works. I mean, Carrier doesn't have fly yet. Once Carrier has fly, it'll be fine to evade that, but pushing on Marauder a little bit. But AIDS does grab Dom now. As I was saying earlier, would have liked to see him have it a little bit earlier in lane. Would have helped because pushing against Immortal doesn't really have the great focusing down capabilities.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it really isn't great at targeting single units. So as long as you can keep your Dom army out of his AOE, you're gonna be really effective, really good push. But he does grab it now, and it's definitely helping him in lane right now.
Power just
against the
escaped from mid with
Colossus.
19 health. Almost died.
Damn. That's tight. You guys still don't have an expo, huh?
That's really worrying me. I don't think anyone's gonna get
Yeah.
one either.
Doesn't
Honestly,
look like you guys are going for one.
Yeah, everyone's playing really well right now, but the fact that we don't have an expo is like gonna kill us.
It's definitely hurting your long-term chances unless Power is able to get some good snipe on it, but he seems like he's just focusing SCVs right now, which is decent, but it's not a long-term fix. It's a short-term fix.
I don't even think that's worth his time to queue SCVs, to use his Q on those.
Me neither.
If I were them, I'd swap Colossus and go mid. Have Colossus go mid, try to push their tower, and have Power go around ganking.
Yep. That'd be a solid choice. I mean, he's a couple levels ahead of everyone else. He's at least 3 levels ahead of almost everyone else except for the tank on Terran. So he could definitely get some really easy snipes, especially if say you had a High Templar throw down a phase shift on basically anyone on Terran. They can get an easy snipe on that since Void Ray's Q is spell damage.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that kill, but Power just queued Spectre when he was invisible.
Didn't.
Yeah.
Nice job though.
That was good.
Didn't have vision, I'm assuming, just kind of saw that blur and was able to get that off.
Yeah, John's taking all the farms right now, from what I can tell.
Yeah. John's got 2 farms on our side. Only 2. Down to 1 now. But yeah, he does seem. Expo is would have been money. How much money are you at right now?
967.
967?
What about you?
At 1700.
Damn, you almost have double mine. That just shows how powerful the Expo is. I'm at 994.
That's nuts. Yeah, I'm at 1761 right now.
That's 700 more minerals in the first like 15 minutes of the game from getting that.
That's
Expo.
a lot more than I actually expected. I didn't think it'd be that much. Age with Dom is actually putting up a pretty good fight against Mortal Carrier combo. But middle's definitely going to be pushed soon. They got Void Ray and Colossus middle now. It does look like Power is actually deciding to go on top of the Expo now, which is a great decision. See if they can try and burst that down.
Oh, he didn't see the Spectre.
He didn't, but he should be okay. Yeah, he's okay.
If
Been trying to get one more
there
clear and then get out.
Yeah.
Colossus trying to get a couple of those SCVs. Definitely a stalemate, but definitely a ticking time bomb for this Protoss team right now. They really need to get that Expo down. They really need to get an organized push. They can't just try and, this Terran team really needs to get an organized, or Protoss team needs to get an organized push going to try and get that Expo down, or just try and push and get some intimidation on top of the base. Yeah.
The carrier could probably take down the Expo if it tried hard enough from middle.
Maybe able to. You really don't have that much anti-air. Have some, but it's all pretty expected. I mean, if you see a Spectre there, yeah, he's gonna have pretty decent DPS, but they sent Void Ray and carrier middle. They could definitely burst that down within relative ease.
Power's going for it. I see a cloak shape.
Yeah. Throws down a Warp Prism, a little bit extra damage. He's almost gotten down to half, but here come the Orbital Commands, and Mule's Hilo X has got 2.
Oh yeah, I can see like
2 Orbital Commands.
See healing right now.
Yep. That's gonna heal up real quick.
It's almost not worth it to go for the Expo that early unless you know you can like take it down as a team. I feel like.
Yep. Probably just be better to just keep farming for a little while. I mean, poking it is nice, but against a Terran team, poking it is just a little bit less worthwhile because of how effective mules are.
Agreed.
If it was against a Protoss or a Zerg team, then yeah, poking it's a little bit easier, a little bit better, just because their healing system isn't quite as good via obelisks and bug nests.
Yeah, that's a good catch by Mustard. He trapped the Hellion in his pyramid and was able to kill him.
Nice. Very nice. Looks like Spectre is taking a little bit of a hit, but Anime trying to back out, but Aegis Master pushing on top of him, but the bubble is going to save him. Nice and tight. A's is gonna get it as well. Nothing else happening there.
He's just lost his whole Dom army, but he got out alive.
Yep. Keep his own life. I'm sure that that Dom army paid for itself. A little bit of extra experience to the other team is definitely worth the probable 40 to 150 minerals he probably got out of it via killing it on its own and what the units killed as well.
I feel like if they don't kill the Expo within the next like 4 or 5 minutes, then this game is going to be really, really difficult to win.
Definitely. I mean, especially with Hellion. Hellion's always based towards long term, but they do have a nice push going on top right now. They just need more people there, but Barrier's going to get taken down. They don't seem to have much help for him. They're all going to have to back out. They need more people there. They need their damage dealers, they need Void Ray, they need High Templar. A little bit of crowd control. They really need to force the issue.
Oh shit, that was really nice by Power. Oh, he dies, but did you see what he did with the tank?
I didn't. I only saw the cleanup by Mateo to get over there and get Power. But
he went and used Soul Drain and then used his Q, and then he like did a little juke, dodged the Siege tank ult, and then went back in and killed him with his auto attack.
Nice.
That was really impressive. Yeah, he like went in a little circle and then the ult, most of it missed him.
Nice. It looks like Mustard might be lagging a little bit. He just had a really off-paced pyramid trying to catch that Hellion again. But
Hellion is fast though.
Hellion is fast. I mean, why else would Nubbins play it? I just play Nubbins. I just play it and hope they don't click me.
Yeah, that's a strategy.
I just click faster than they click. But we got a little bit of a push from Ghost on bottom. Looks like someone's responding.
High Templar is here.
High Templar hopped in. John is already at 4 stats. He's kind of having free reign on whatever he wants right now.
Especially with no Expo on our side still.
Yep. No Expo, he's got Dom, so he's really not trying to force any issues. He's really not trying to attack anyone right now. He's just trying to prolong the game. But that's what Hellion does, and he's doing it well.
Yep, just farming creep waves. He's level 12 with 4 stats.
Why would you attack enemy heroes if you win the long game anyway? No point.
Power keeps on using his Qs on the Expo, which basically just gets healed up.
It does. He needs to focus on those mules or something. If he just went back and hit the mules right now, that'd be much more worthy than hitting SCVs.
Yeah.
You could hit 2 or 3 of them. If he just hops in and kills those a couple times, that'll at least kill them and keep them at the same health.
We're taking the watchtower now. If they play this correctly, then looks like they don't have ops, so they gotta back out. But I was gonna say if they got the watchtower, they could push to the Expo.
Looks like Abe Master was able to just hop out there nice and quickly using that command card. Lays down some barrels, but they're really off cue. He's got 3 of them in the completely wrong position. Wasn't able to use them all on anyone. And he gets trapped. Oh, John actually dropped. I'm not sure how that happened. I think he dropped a Colossus. I guess since he got caught. But Abe's Master was actually trying to push up middle, and he got body blocked by a bunch of zealots.
It happens.
He already uses charges for barrels in a completely random spot, so he wasn't able to use them to clear the zealots to keep going.
Wow, the siege tank missed his ult again. He used his ult on the image of the Void Ray instead of under it.
Gotcha. Yeah, that can be a tough thing to see. That is an extra option if you go into your settings options.
Oh yeah, it shows like
there's something that displays the little dot beneath. I know I definitely have that activated for D-Web. It's really nice.
Yeah, I got that too. See it.
Yep.
Power, like, oh, here comes the carrier. They might actually get this now.
First and down, 1200, 1000, 900, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Wow,
and
okay, now
nice.
we actually have a game.
A bit of a game, but we're definitely ahead in this aspect. They need to get some good pushes still. They're definitely still behind. They're not caught up just because they killed that. I have 3,800.
I have 22.
I have 22, so I'm 1.6k ahead of you.
That's like
Which
a whole
isn't-
like level 4 weapons.
It isn't game ending, but
Oh
it's
no.
game changing. They still have a lot of work to do. They're still definitely the dominant force when it comes to team pushes, but they just need to push and sustain a push. They can't expect to win a long-term game with the Hellion on the field. They just can't.
Yeah. Hellion is a beast late game.
It's
We
so
don't
hard to
have
kill.
any,
It's so hard
hard
to catch.
stuns. No hard stuns either besides stasis if they go for that.
Yep. They have. Best they got is Pyramid, which probably won't do it. I mean, it's decent for catching a Hellion, but means you got to burst him down in that 3 to 4 seconds.
Yeah, also John can just port out as soon as he gets hit by the pyramid.
Oof. D-Matrix is definitely going to become a bitch for this Protoss team to deal with. I don't know if you saw that battle middle, but
Oh yeah,
He
how
had
the
one
Spectre
Protoss
popped
taken down.
D-Matrix. Or was that the
Yeah.
Ghost?
Moro got taken down and Spectre was just about dead, but D-Matrix is just
Oh,
going to
wow.
all that out.
Nice Q by Power, he actually caught the Hellion and was moving with its
Not
10
sure if that
move
was on
speed.
purpose or if he was just trying to freak player. May have just been optimistic, but
Carrier diving the siege tank right now. Oh, it got it. Holy shit. Wow, well
Damn.
now it's gonna pay for it with its life. I
yeah,
didn't see him pop the shield though. He could have definitely popped his shield.
yeah, that's tight.
Oh,
Ooh,
Ghost trap.
Ghost getting caught.
Wow. Yeah,
Nice
this is
job
an
on Mustard
opportunity.
recognizing that. Yeah, definitely an opportunity to push right now. They need everyone middle. I wanted to see everyone middle and see if they can take a bit of those farms down and just establish a lot of presence on that bottom half of the field.
The power
But-
of the tower is now neutral.
Problem is, they seem to have just backed out.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh,
you
wow.
can actually catch
John's
the Hellion in
shot,
the
yeah.
middle. If he gets
One
enough
more
burst damage,
shot.
he is
Oh,
going to get him.
wow. Anime,
wow.
good. Or that's Mustard Tiger, really good with that Colossus.
Great job by Mustard there. That was nice recognition of knowing what was going on and seeing that he was trying to cap tower, and that was an easy pyramid.
Yeah, from what I've seen so far, I'd definitely say he's like the MVP right now.
Yeah,
Protoss.
no. Mustard Tiger's doing a great job. Level 16, 3-0. Power's doing a solid job himself, but definitely Mustard Tiger is stepping up to the occasion whenever he's presented with facing that Hellion.
Exactly. They really need to kill that sensory tower. It looks like they're going for it now.
They got that now. Definitely establishing control in that middle is
They
great
built the
news for
tank.
them.
Right now it's 3 against 1.
They
Oh,
got
there's
it.
a
They
ghost
got it.
right
He's,
there.
Ooh.
I
Oh.
don't think Aid saw it. No, he didn't
No. Ooh. Anime poked in a little bit too far. Probably should have cast that stasis and then backed out and hoped his teammates were going to come out and help him, but got that stasis down, then just poked out a little bit too far. Got hit by a couple tank shots, and you're not going to survive that as a High Templar.
see it. As far as kills go, it looks like it's pretty even across the board. I didn't really add them up, but it looks like both teams have an even amount of kills.
Indeed. Yeah, no, it's definitely a toss-up at this point. Age Master 2 stats. Got John with 9 stats. Terran in general is going to have an easier time gathering stats throughout this game. So Protoss definitely wants to push the issue. But definitely anyone's game still at this point. Looks like Marauder is... Oh, he's going to get taken down by tank in middle. Looks like Marauder kept him around just long enough. He tried to use his push to push Marauder away, but
Oh, power
A little bit
misses
too much
his
slow.
Q.
he did miss his Q. That's disappointing.
He just missed it on his
Q.
creep wave.
Yeah, I was going to mention that too.
Also, Hellion dies though. Hellion just got taken
Hellion
out.
dies. High Templar. Was there a Colossus there? How can High Templar die? Or how can Hellion die without?
I think he used stasis and then he popped his 2 ults and then just bursted him down before he could leave.
Shit. He must
Even
have
with the
literally
time warp.
no armor.
Yeah, Hellion still has like 5 move speed.
Yeah, he's got 11 stats right now, so that's definitely gonna be. Oh, Ghost on.
No, power's
right.
dead.
Oh.
Or way overextended right there.
Yeah, that was quite ballsy. As soon as he saw that Yamato, he should have just tried to port. That was tough.
These sensory towers are clearing out all our obs.
Yeah. Looks like Protoss is just gonna try and solidify their position on their half of the field, keep their farms up, and kind of outwait. I mean, it's not an expo, but it's still definitely a way of winning a stalemate. Is having a couple Dom farms up, having a couple people get a little bit more fed, but still making sure no one can push onto your side.
Yeah, I think right
Protoss
now,
really needs.
yeah, Protoss naturally just like can make more money from creep waves because they have more AOE than Terran, so they got that going for them.
Yeah. So would you think that evens out Terran being able to Dom farm and Protoss having a little bit more creep clear?
Yeah, they've been killing John pretty consistently, so I don't know if he's been able to establish his Dom farms that well.
That is true, but AIDS Master actually has most of the Dom farms up now. He's got 3 of them up, and John has.
I see that he's about to get ganked though. Look,
Flame
he's
tower.
on the bridge. Oh, is he gonna die?
No, it looks like he's gonna be fine. He's got tank
yeah.
coming in. Oh wow, and they turned that around real fucking quick.
A tank
One
ult
tank
plus
ult.
D-Matrix.
One tank ult, and that turns it around. D-Matrix did change the tides of that event though. But John with 13 stats now probably doesn't even have much armor.
No, he only has
Can't see right now,
1.7.
but armor is 1.7. What do you get? I don't even know. Do you have any idea what that correlates to in armor upgrade?
He has level 4 armor.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, because I think Hellion has base 0.5, and level 4 gives you 1.2.
Gotcha. I mean, he's got flamethrowers now. He's still throwing down 3 flame turrets per critter. I think with 15 stats, he can just lay down 1 or 2, and he can start farming multiple waves a lot more quickly.
Looks like they're pushing mid right now. We got 4 mid.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a push coming bottom against you guys, though. We got Spectre and Ghost there. I'm not sure if you guys realize that. Hellion is forcing the issue as well, hopping over there. Looks like he's going to take down some of the probes. But
Nuke bot. I see
Nuke
it's
coming
on
out
pylon.
bottom. Yep. Looks like Carrier isn't able to see that, and we got 1, 2, 3 people over there. Looks like he could have a pretty good push, but I don't know if anyone's going to push in against that Carrier. Like
Ops is a big issue.
AIDS Master. AIDS Master is hopping in there. 2 cloak guys don't seem like they want to help though. They're
No,
thinking about it.
They can't engage with no obs. We still don't have obs.
Almost had a Yamada go off on that High Templar, but just lost vision. Probably could have used an orbital command scan on that one. They would have got that Spectre goes down.
Finally, Mustard pops the obs.
Yeah.
Gets the Spectre.
Nice pyramid. Nice pyramid to catch that. Spectre.
Pyramid was solid.
Excuse me.
Oh, you guys are getting the Expo again. That's interesting.
Expo is going back up. It's only at 400 health, and we have any armor? No, we have no base upgrades. So, unless we're planning on defending that hardcore, that's going to be taken down really easily as soon as it's spotted. Not sure if you guys have completely spotted it yet. A little bit of push coming out of you guys middle. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got everyone middle.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're just skipping
That's what I
the
wanna
whole
see.
creep wave. They all ported back right now. Dropship right in the middle of the lane.
Yeah, it looks like they actually kind of split your push though. Sadly.
Oh, Expo's
They
gonna
are
die
going to take
real
down
quick.
Expo. Expo will die, but what will they lose for it? They got base nuke coming down. Lost
Oh,
1,
shit.
2, and 3 are gonna go down.
Yeah, I don't think that was worth it.
Not worth it at all. That's tough. I mean, it was a nice play pushing the issue, trying to get that team push going. But they kind of split up a little bit too much. Void Ray hopped top, tried to get some posts onto that Expo, but he got caught out on his own. And so he dropped for basically absolutely no reason without having support around him. Or no, he just kind of abandoned his team. Still up, but abandoned his team most of that team fight.
It looks
People
like
who aren't
your team has a
quite
lot more
mobile.
stats than mine. On your team, everybody has 16 to 20. But
Yep.
Power has the highest on mine, and he's only at 16.
Yep.
Carrier has 0. It's only
Terran-
level 15.
Has quite a bit of creep clear. I mean, I know you were saying Protoss has a good amount of creep clear, but our composition in general has a lot of creep clear. I mean, what? Hellion has creep clear, Spectre has creep clear, Tank has creep clear, Marauder, and Ghost. All of them.
It's true.
All
Plus
of them
added
take down
income
creep
from
clear.
the expo.
Yep. As Expo. What are you at?
I'm at 3,600.
Yeah, we're about 2k ahead of you, so that's upwards of 10 stats ahead of you.
Yep. Sounds about
Quite a
right.
bit. Quite a bit. That's tough. I mean, it just comes with the generic ability of Terran being able to defend expos a little bit easier overall.
All of a sudden, you guys have full map control with the supply depots.
Yep. Hilo X is putting his orbital commands to pretty good use and getting a lot of map vision. A lot of map vision. We only have a couple of sensor towers up, but my guess is a big thing eating into your stat upgrades are buying obs. Trying to protect that Spectre and that Ghost. That's not an easy task to deal with.
Especially since one sensory tower can kill like 4 or 5 obs.
Mm-hmm. Can also be salvaged too.
Yep.
I'd love to push for observers being salvageable, 100% salvageable.
Yeah, that would definitely help. Or just some detection buff to TOS in general.
Just such a fucking money sink. Such a money sink.
Yeah, 75 minerals per observer.
Mm-hmm. Ooh! Spectre dropping on top of Void Ray. Void Ray is going to be caught by 3 heroes because...
yeah, there's no getting out of that.
Get command card wrecked.
The command card wrecked.
That's how I put it.
We really need to take back our tower. Without our tower, we just have no map control at all.
Yeah, Terran definitely is starting to win this stalemate. 24 stats from Marauder, 22 stats from Hellion. It's kind of losing. We never really had much of a good team push coming out of Protoss. They had 1 or 2 instances where they got through middle and they actually did take the tower, but they just didn't keep it up. Probably needed a little bit more stasis and a little bit more. What would you say? Not disattention. That's not a word. Basically, they need to not pay any mind to Hellion a little bit earlier on. They focused a lot on trying to trap that Hellion. I understand Hellion is a really good late game pain in the balls to deal with, but you really can't focus on an early game as Protoss. You've got to just push the issue and try and get to their base before Hellion is OP. And it's starting to get to the point in the game where Hellion is gonna be a bitch to deal with.
Anime asking for a pause. Is he gonna go for it? There we go.
And pause. Discussing strategy real quick, Eddie. Hey guys, we should stop losing. I don't know what to say.
Well, they're not chatting, so he must have had something to attend to.
Yeah, no, he probably ordered some pizza or some shit.
Oh, that's awesome. We have 84 viewers.
Oh, hot damn. Are they actually real viewers? Or are they Achilles' random computer-generated viewers?
What? I have no idea.
I swear to God, he had fake viewers. But, may not be true. Anyways, this game is baller as fuck. Fuck Heroes of the Storm because it's a boring ass friggin'... No, dude, have you played Heroes of the Storm?
No, I haven't. I've seen it though. Doesn't look that fun.
It's honestly pretty terrible.
Is it?
I'm not gonna lie, like, I had huge hopes for it. It's super focused on team fights, super focused on teamwork, but you hop in a team fight and it's really boring.
Really?
You hop in, spam your abilities, do what you can, and then run out. It's not even like team fights are exciting. It's actually kind of sad.
Oh well, they still have time to fix it. I think it's in the beta still.
They are still in beta, but it's going to require a ridiculous overhaul of the entire game and a lot of heroes' abilities. I mean, in all honesty, I'm not going to say I trust Blizzard and their MOBAs because we all know how. I don't even know the other name of their game. whatever the name of their game was.
They had another one. I didn't even know.
Yeah, they had an attempted MOBA and it just failed super hard. They're not great at making MOBAs. I'll say that. What up, Twitch chat? If you guys want to say anything, I'm reading the chat now, so I'll respond.
Also, hit that follow button.
Hit that follow button.
Do it now.
It's a nice big heart. What's up, Morrow?
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, this is Hero Tech. It's off of the StarCraft 2 arcade. It's free to play. You can just go ahead and go on battle.net, make your own account to play it for free.
A lot of us have played other MOBAs. I mean, we've played League of Legends. We have people that have played Heroes of the Storm. We have people that play Dota. But we have people that keep coming back. This is a different style of MOBA. It's a lot more fast-paced. You don't have a cooldown on your port out. So essentially, it's a lot more fast-paced because of that. And that fight bottom, though.
Wow, that Colossus Pyramid was really clutch.
The Colossus, it was really clutch. Keeping that Marauder back, that was very nice. Very nice. Looks like they're gonna push him back, but D-Matrix. Oh god, they're getting up to 30. Once you get up to 30, 40 stats, you can start getting Dom armies, and they're just sending 1 or 2 wraiths at the base, and that's gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Ghost tried to get into the down. Get those split pushes. That's a lot of versatility. I mean, this game, I don't know, man. I love this game. It's got so much versatility. It's so much unlike any other MOBA.
Yeah, it's a good game. I've been playing for like 4 or 5 years now, and shit still surprises me every day. Do you guys have your Expo yet?
Yeah, we have Expo. It's 1/3 up right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Trying to get that started up again.
Wrecked on our side, to be honest. Power just went down to the ghost.
Yeah, no, it's looking really bleak for you guys. Really
The
bleak.
issue is the obs. I only see one person spreading it. I don't think other people can afford
Mustard?
it, really. Yeah.
Looks like Mustard spreading them, if I look. But I mean, honestly, having a tank that can passively scan that shit. My own personal, professional opinion, I think that's garbage.
Tank scan along with sensory towers, that's like all the detection you need.
Yep. Looks like Marauder's actually getting caught out, but he might be too tanky.
Yeah, don't die to the tank.
Nope. Too tanky to even try to take him down. Hilo backing him up behind that. Looks like Morto's gonna straight push on him on his own. He might actually be able to take him down. That's a really nice dive from Captain Planet right there. He's got a ghost there dealing with him as well. I don't know if he sees him, but pretty sure he'll be able to live and walk away and live and fight another day. But Marauder coming back now.
Oh my gosh. Now he's gonna get out.
Gonna be able to escape.
Creep wave block them.
Yep.
He even turns back and pops Q.
Oh, just for a little BM sake.
I can't believe he killed Hilo. He must be going glass cannon. Does he have any armor?
He must. He must. My guess is he's actually just getting a lot of feed facing against this Terran with Aeon Storms.
I saw him checked him, he had like 20 stats, but also when I played against this tank, he went glass cannon, so I don't know if that's what he's doing now or not. Wow, 4 top right now. Carrier's gonna go down.
Carrier's gonna drop, but also, wow, nuke landed as well, and Marauder hopping in there might get 1 building. No, looks like he's getting stunned. He's getting stunned by Colossus. Pretty good. Yeah. He gets 1 building, going for 2. No, trying to run out now. Should just focus down now that he's in the pyramid. He does. Sort of.
Those
he got phase shifted.
Stuck in the air.
He got phase shifted. Yeah, he got phase shifted. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Look at him. They're still spinning. That's pretty cool.
Wow. I've never seen
That's
that
pretty sweet.
Wow. The physics in this game, man. Oh, they just disappeared.
That was pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
I'd never seen that either. Anyways, they froze as soon as he got phase shifted, just because of, phase shift disabling auto attacks.
I don't know about that though. Like, if the auto attack has already gotten off, it should probably land.
I would think so too, but my guess is it's not defined as a projectile. It's defined somewhat as an auto attack. I can't say I know 100% about this, but if it was defined as a projectile, then it would be independent of the auto attack, and if it wasn't a projectile, then it would be defined as an auto attack. So as soon as the auto attack is disabled, then the projectile would stall.
Right.
Or not projectile, shouldn't have used that word, but
I got you. Looks like the carrier and the Hellion are still level 19. Everyone else is level 20.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. 1 and 8 is carrier. Definitely having a little bit of a tough time, but John only level 19 as well at 0 and 4. I mean, Hellion's late game anyway. 29 stats. He's probably leading the charge in stats right now, so really not much of a problem that he's 0 and 4. As long as he's doing his job and prolonging the game. Spectre actually just got abandoned by Tank, but nothing gonna come of that. Mortal just gonna keep pushing.
Yeah, we don't have obs still.
Middle. Yeah.
Well, they're not like
That money pit.
Yeah, they're throwing them down, but they're just getting taken out as more quickly than they're getting thrown down.
Yep. Definitely. Definitely. Power actually doing a pretty nice job of dodging all the attacks coming from. There's a couple people up on that Xel'Naga tower that are looking to take him out. But hangs around in Canyon and a little bit further south. He's going to get locked down by the Spectre, and I think he's going to drop. Yeah. He just got slowed by Spectre and also had Hellion hanging around.
Yeah.
Tough to dodge that one. Probably shouldn't have stuck around so long.
Wow, Spectre and Ghost both bought with the Sensory Tower.
You give us a new follow, Mural. We appreciate the follow, buddy. Thank you!
Thank you for the follow. That's a cute puppy, whoever posted that.
Loving it. The real MOBA. Fuck that Heroes of the Storm shit. It's not even good.
Oh,
So
High Templar got taken out by the Hellion.
Yeah, Hellion's
Also
actually
trapped,
caught in the
though.
pyramid. Yeah, nah, he's got enough support there with Spectre and Ghost there. And Rotter's actually top, pushing. Actually got an extra building.
This might be
Getting
the
pushed
end.
back though, but seems like they're getting they're getting pulled apart a little bit too much that they can handle right now. So they had Spectre and Ghost bottom end, Rotter top, and Hellion is actually looking like he might poke in, but that nuke's gonna land on top and take out 4 more buildings.
Yeah.
Really bleak for Protoss right now.
Wow, the Spectre ult on the main, that's a really good idea. It takes it down to like 70%.
Mm-hmm. Is there really much that Protoss can do at this point?
I mean, the biggest issue is just the Expo and the Observer.
Do you think they're done? They're doomed for at this point?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Terran's about to win.
They do have
Okay.
level 2
Yeah.
base speed, but what if everyone grabbed Nova? I feel like the creep wave is honestly one of the biggest things holding them back. But now carrier drops too. Not looking good. Yeah, High Templar is about to get nuked.
I see that.
There's a nuke dropping down on main. This is gonna be GG right here. Dropping it down. Shields are done onto yellow.
Yep, that's
Got
gonna
that
be
Rotter
good.
attack in. He is sitting in the bubble a little bit slowed down to orange. High Templar trying to pop up. That's gonna drop in a heartbeat as soon as you drop a couple barrels on that. Well played by Terran overall. Able to outlast.
Well played by both sides, actually. Protoss did what they could. I mean, they didn't play bad. It's just, first of all, it's a bad matchup, plus the fact that they had to sink money into ops really just disadvantaged them.
True, they could have used a little bit more of a team push at one point in time. You know that they had to kind of all in between the 20 to 30 minute period. They had to just make for a 5-man push in hope that they could win team fights and push into base.
Previously on
really tough to
AMC's The
outlast
Walking Dead.
You can't do anything. You
It's
can't
impossible.
help me.
So
I see a
their own
vibrant
strategies
community
is
here.
worthwhile.
That's why I want
Saying
Maggie
that
working
it's
with
the
me.
only way to win. But tough time. They did play well. Got a couple nice kills on the Hellion, a couple nice kills overall, but weren't able to outlast.
Yep, well played by all. And that was in-house 10, I believe.
Yeah, in-house 10. I did like that that matchup though. Kind of just getting a little bit of insight into what the other team is going before you end up. I mean, like, come on, me and you, we've pulled the Sky Toss. We pulled the Sky Toss liners. We're like sitting there, no one has any idea what you're going, and then you show up against Terran. oh hey, we have 5 flying heroes. What do you have that can shoot up?
Well,
Good
to be
fucking luck,
fair,
bitch.
that was when the Tempest was really OP.
That
Still,
was when
that
Tempest
a fun
was
game
OP,
still.
but I mean, still, like even if Tempest wasn't that OP, it was still a really tough matchup. So having this kind of lineup, so you get a little tiny bit of insight as to what they're gonna go before you actually end up facing it. It's really nice. It's be a little bit more balanced as opposed to going 100% stun, 100% tank, or things you can't predict. You know,
Exactly.
it's tough to counter what you don't know what is coming.
There should be like a setup for an in-house where like you just all agree to play unorthodox heroes, because like the Marine or like heroes you never see in in-houses. I just want to a lot of people aren't experienced playing against them in a competitive setting because they're never played.
Yeah, no, definitely. Maybe we could do ARAM, all random all middle. That's always a fun
That
time.
could work.
Yeah, no, doing all random all middle, doing choose the enemy's heroes. They are fun times, but I think having the heads up of knowing what your opponent is going. I mean, it's a very common thing in every single MOBA. I know Dota does it. I know League of Legends does it. I know Heroes of the Storm even, and their competitive scene does it. They have drafts. So you know what the other team is going, so
Yeah.
you pick your counters accordingly, and it's a lot more balanced overall, and I think it makes for a pretty solid game.
Yeah.
It was just sad that it ended up being Terran Desert right now. Seems to be a really strong
That's definitely the dominant
composition.
matchup.
Throwing those together, not easy to overcome, but not impossible, but difficult to overcome.
So thanks for watching, everybody who tuned into the stream. Looks like we had up to 90 at one point, so that's really cool. These are
We do
usually
appreciate
weekly in-houses, so there'll probably be one next week. I don't think I don't know if me and Dark are gonna be the ones casting it, but somebody will.
Yeah, sure. We'll have someone up here casting it, usually one per week. So if you guys tune into ha3x.net, it'll at least enlighten you as to when those are happening. Otherwise, you can give us a follow. Maybe get an email when we go live. There will be one happening each week. Usually, Mustard Tiger actually does a pretty good job of setting up a couple of these events once a week. So that's about it, though. If you guys want to learn more about the better MOBA,
Feel
give
free
us a
to
follow
message us
and
in game if you see us.
tune in next time.